Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Broken Heart Prankster with 838 rating versus I Love Beer with 401 rating, so it's going to be another DB match, and let's hop right in. So we're going to see a tie, and then we're going to see I Love Beer win the rock, paper, scissors, shoots, so they get to decide. They're going to go first. 40 versus 41. Opening hand is Fire, 1 for 1, there can be only one, Wind and Phantasma. So this hand's interesting. Going second has Phantasma to try to draw into like hand traps and stuff. There can be only one is obviously a very strong card going first. It can be good going second if you can like break the board then flip this. And they have World Legacy Guard Dragon, Quick Launch, Chaos Space, Ravine, and Gamma. So going first, this is obviously combo. If they did lose the dice roll and did go second, they did have a high impact hand trap. So solid hand. Gonna activate Quick Launch, bringing out Rocket Tracer from deck. Link that off for Striker Dragon effect to go search Boot Sector Launch. And then Chaos Space away Gamma. That's gonna go search out the Black Dragon from deck. Then Banish Gamma for Black Dragon. Link those off for Seal, Black to add white. Then activate the World Legacy Guard Dragon, bringing out Tracer from the grave. Then go for LP. Gonna drop Phantasma there on that summon. So getting the draw, just a whole bunch of prank kids. That's unfortunate. I love it when you get to resolve this card when they have 3 links on board, because it literally just is like Skull Dread from the hand. It's insane. World Legacy Guard Dragon, move the LP. And then use that effect, that'll bring out Chamber, and then Chamber effect to add the trap. Such a good package to play. For sure, if you have it, you should play it. Go for Pisty, and then Pisty effect, that'll bring out Tracer from the grave. Then go for Romulus, Tracer effect, popping Romulus, bring out Recharger. Then get rid of those for a Savage effect to equip Romulus, and then set the Dragon Maid trap pass turn. So Savage, Seal, trap, solid 3 interruptions, draws the water for turn. Gonna normal summon water. Phantasma is also gonna be good here to help beat this. On summon, Seal, that's gonna bounce Dropsies, and then Seal is gonna bring out Brotar. Brotar effect, get rid of Ravine to add Levy, and then 1 for 1, get rid of Water to bring out Wind from deck, and then activate Tiding, gonna chain Phantasma to negate that, chain Savage to negate Phantasma, and then chain the fusion spell in response to Savage. So bring out the Rocket Ride, Brotar still goes to hand even though that its target won't. Then gonna activate the Water and Wind effect. That's gonna send pranks, bring out the Earth, and then gang 1,000, bring out the Fire. Go for Meow Meow, and then you're gonna get Fire effect to burn, and then bring out. Then here gonna link those 2 away to go for a Doodle Bob. And you're going to get Earth effect and Doodle to add field spell. And then banish it to draw. And then bring out Wind from deck. Link those off for a Bow Wow. And then Talons to take control of Savage. That was an insane game 1 for prank kids. Like holy. That worked out just perfect. But going on to the next game, we're going to see Dragon Link go first again. Obviously, you have the advantage when you go first. Opening hand is Ash, Fusion Spell, Water, Droll, Fusion Spell. So, few hand traps going second, and the Fusion Spells aren't good yet, but if they draw another Prank Kids, it'll become very good. Then they have Talons, Ash, World Legacy Guard Dragon, White, and Brotar. So, this works. Going to normal summon the Brotar, link it off for Striker Dragon effect to go search the boot from deck to hand, and then Droll's going to get dropped there. Talents to look at the hand, rips the water out. Yeah, that's fair, because you can just World Legacy Guard Dragon, summon, and then go into a seal. So just not like committing this turn. Then pass, draw the field spell. I mean, either way, I think that Prank Kids weren't winning this, but that definitely works out. Because, like, if you hit the Prank Kids, you know they're not going to draw, like, 2 Prank Kids for turn or something like that. Because obviously you draw 1 card, not 2. And then, so, like, that just makes these dead. And then any normal summon just loses the seal. Or Ash. I'm going to Ash Blossom, the field spell effect to search, and then pass, draw World Legacy Guard Dragon. And this is just combo. Banish Striker for white. Link that off for LP. White to go search for black. And then effect the move LP. LP effect the summon. Bring out a Tracer from deck. Never mind, they're actually going to Ash the LP effect. But it doesn't really matter here. Go into Pisty, summon out Brotar effect, and then they scoop right there. So now going on to game 3, we're going to get to see Prank Kids choose. They're going to go first. Opening hand is Instant Fusion, Phantasme, called by Ash, Desires. So far not good, but not too far away from it being good. Then they have Meister, World Legacy Guard Dragon, Seyford, Quick Launch, and then Red MD. So 1 hand trap going second. Obviously, 1 hand trap isn't very good versus 1 called by that can hit that hand trap. Desires, banish 10, draw into Earth and Talons. And looking at what they banished. Nothing too bad. We see 2 water go down. Getting drowned by Desires. And then normal summon, link off for the Meow. Then you're going to get Rock Effect, Chain Skullmeister, and then Chain Called By to banish that. And then get rid of Phantasme, draw into Fire, bring out water from deck. And then use Talons to look at the hand. Takes out the World Legacy Guard Dragon. The double extender, card's insane. Then go for Doodle Bob. Gonna get Water Effect. And Doodle, I think that's what they're trying to say there. Yeah, both of the effects. Add Fusion, bring out Wind. Then activate Fusion, go into Rocket Ride. Wind effect, send Pranks, bring out Fire from deck. Then Rocket Ride, bringing out Doodle and Wind. Then Link off for a Bow Wow. And then Lamp effect, burn for 500. Bring out Wind. And then Doodle, add back Fusion and Pranks. So it could have used Doodle before linking into this, which would have like played around Phantasme more, but they would have done it for sure by then. Then set the Fusion spell, activate Pranks, end phase Pranks, shuffle back, and then draws into a Phantasme. Draws into Droll. That's really good though. Oh, draws World Legacy Guard Dragon. I'm actually going to check to see if they shuffled. Because like yesterday's or today's video, the person didn't even shuffle afterwards. And it's rough. I'm actually just going to look it up. Way easier this way. Yeah, 1205. Then activated. Wow, wrong Talons. Imagine being... You know what? I'm over it. Quick Launch. Bring out Tracer from deck. Thinking on the Quick Launch. Gonna Ash the Quick Launch. Then normal summon Seyford. Bow Wow effect. Add back the Water and Wind. Then Fusion spell. Bring out the good old Battle Butter. We don't call Butler around here. Then you're going to get oldie effects. Then that's going to bring out the Earth, Fire. Getting the like Send, Burn, Gang 1,000. This deck is nice in time. So nice. Then Battle effect. I just realized Turn 1, they never even took the 500. You always have to, like, what I do is I don't even continue until the opponent does, like, the damage. Like, a while ago with Wavering Eyes, I would activate it, and I would just sit there until they take 500, because if they don't do it right away, I might end up forgetting, and it's on them to do it right away. Like, right here. Just, you gotta make sure they do it. I know it doesn't really matter here, but still. World Legacy Guard Dragon, bring out Safer, then Battle Effect, get rid of it. They know that the last card in hand is Red MD, so they have to pass turn, draw Desires, switch to attack, Instant Fusion, bring out the Rocket Ride, then Rocket Ride Effect, bring out Fire and Water, then get rid of those for a Doodle Bob, Battle Phase, Attack Direct. This isn't game. And it's like, if they took the 500 the turn 1 like they were supposed to, then they just lose here in main phase 2. But no. God, I hate to see it. Burn for 5. Also, people don't realize with Prank Kids, you can use the effect, and it's a you can summon. So you can burn for 5 then not summon. It's actually a really common play for some Prank Kids players. Turn 1, if they want to play around Nib, Doodle will be the force summon, and then they'll use like Wind effect and Doodle, and then Wind just won't summon play around Nib. Then add back from graves, set the fusion and Desires pass. I mean, it's still game because like fusion away fire, but like you get the point. Should have already been game. Draw another Droll, draw Boot, and then they just admit defeat there. They did a rematch in this? I guess we're full committed. I don't even know. Usually whenever like the match is over, I just like press next to see what they say. I've been trying to do that recently, but alright, another match. I guess we'll see how long the first match was. It was only like 20 minutes long. But going on to the second match, we're going to see Prank Kids win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot and choose to go first. Opening hand is 1-for-1 talents. There can be only one Desires talents. Again, not far away from combo. Then they have Tracer, Chaos Space, Tidying, Quick Launch Droplet. So one going second card. Then activate Desires. That's going to banish 10 from the deck face down and then draw in the Terraforming Pranks. So that is combo. Looking at the banished, we see one of a few of them banished. Doesn't really matter though, as long as you don't banish like all of one. Then Terraforming, add field spell, use field spell. That's going to go search for Dropsies. Like, I just want to call this card Water, but at the same time, like, sometimes I just say Dropsies. Normal summon out Water, and then go for Meow. You can get Water effect, gain 1,000, bring out Fire from deck. And then go into Doodle Bob, you're going to get Doodle Bob and Fire, bringing out Wind and searching the Fusion. And then activate Fusion, get rid of those for Rocket Ride. Wind, send field spell, bring out Earth from deck, and then Rocket Ride effect, bring out Doodle and Fire. Then get rid of those for a Bow Wow, Rock, banish Talons, draw into Desires, and then summon out Fire from deck. Then Doodle, Tribute to add back the Fusion spell and add back Wind from grave to hand. Set there can be only one, activate Pranks, set the Fusion spell. And then end phase, gonna shuffle back 3, draw into Phantasme. It'll happen one of these games. One of these games it'll happen. Pass, they draw Gamma. Wow, that would have been pretty good last turn. Actually, it would have been decent because they would have like Talons, draw, and then 1-for-1. But Chaos Space, get rid of Tracer. That's going to go search for a White Dragon. Then Quick Launch. It's going to bring out Rocket Synchron from deck. And then use Bow Wow effect. add back water, and add back fire from grave. And then activate, there can be only one. Yeah, set tiding. End phase. This is going to end up dying because of quick launch. But end of main phase is going to use the fusion spell, bring out the battle butter. And then we see Dragon Link admit defeat there. So now going on the game 2, we're going to see Dragon Link go first. Opening hand is Desires, Nib, Wind, Field Spell, Fusion Spell. So one hand trap going second. But does have like multiple prank kids that'll work with this, so that's pretty good. Then they have Tracer, Brotar, Skullmeister, Rocket Synchron, Ash. So even though they're going first, has a few hand traps that can be pretty good versus this deck. Normal summon Brotar, link off for Striker Dragon, then Striker Dragon effect, that's going to go search for the boot from deck to hand. Then activate boot, boot effect, bring out Rocket Synchron and Tracer. Then thinking on that summon, I can't read foreign stuff, I can't lie, but I do see the word boot. Then get rid of those for Seal, Tracer, Popping Boot to summon out Recharger. And then go for Savage, Savage effect, Chain Nib. Bring out tokens, Seal, bring out Chamber. This was a little weird, but I mean it sort of works out. Chamber, add trap. I mean at least this way you don't have to use like your LP and another Striker Dragon or something, depending on how they were gonna do it. Could have also gone for like LP Pisty, depending on the extra deck. But go for Striker Dragon, use the effect. That's going to destroy itself, add Recharger. And then Recharger effect. It's going to send itself from the hand to the graveyard to bring out Tracer. And then pass turn. So keeping Tiding in hand for the Brotar discard. Thinking that Ashen Meister is enough to stop his opponent. Gonna activate Desires. Usually against Prank Kids, Ashen Meister is enough to stop them. But Banish, looking at those, we see whole just one of's gone. You don't see like, again, it doesn't really matter until you banish like 3 dropsies or something. Like if you banish 2, it's like unfortunate. But if you banish 3, that's when it's like, oh man, like that actually really sucks. Get rid of Wind for Meow, and then Wind effect, Chain Meister. Then Field Spell, that's going to go Search for Fire. Then activate Fusion Spell. I just think that like setting Tiding probably was worth it. I feel like it is. Because like you balance this, you could discard the Tracer with Brotar if you want to. Then you're going to get Lamp effect there, burn for 5, bring out water. And then Rocket Ride to summon back. Then go for Doodle. Could have also used this. I'm assuming that they're going to fusion again this turn then. Go for the Doodle Bob. Search out the fusion spell. Battle phase, beat over Tracer. It's going to... Yeah, I was going to say Brotar is going to happen there. And then Brotar effect, discard Tiding, add Levy. And then Doodle, Tribute to add back Fire and Wind. Then set the fusion spell, pass turn, draw red MD. Standby, drop Lancia, chain Tiding, bring out Chamber, and then Chamber effect, go search for the trap. Lancia was just so good against that hand. Like, incredibly good. Gonna link off for Striker, goes to the graveyard because of Lancia. And then Striker Dragon effect to add back Rocket Synchron. Normal summon Rocket Synchron, use the effect, bring out Savage. On that summon, fusion spell, bring out Battle Butter. Then you're gonna get all the effects. using place and then using the graveyard. So it's gonna gang them 1,000, burn them for 5, and send. Or it didn't send there. Yeah, that was a little mistake. To summon off of wind, you have to send to prank kids, and as you see, they sent no prank kids. Then you're gonna use Butler effect, tribute to wipe the board. Choosing to tribute itself, well, not choosing, has to because of Lancia. But also, if they weren't under Lancia, it might be better to just tribute the Battle Butler anyhow, to try to play around like talents or something. I feel, yeah, talents would be used turn 1. So yeah, definitely just didn't do that. Like, pretend Lancia wasn't used. I think that this would have done Meow Meow instead, like normal. But then Brotar's gonna bring itself out. Then go for LP. LP, attack fire. Main phase 2, set hiding, pass. Then draw Phantasme. Just switch to attack LP. These gang 5 from the field spell. Then Tiding, that's going to bounce LP Water. Main phase 2, normal, then go for Doodle. Gonna get Doodle, and then the graveyard effects. Bring out Fire and Earth. Then go for Meow. You're gonna get Fire effect, burn for 5. Choosing not to summon, then go for Bow Wow. Doodle effect, that's gonna tribute. Add back Pranks and add back Fusion Spell. Then set Fusion Spell, activate Pranks, end phase, shuffle back some Prank Kids, whole bunch of Fire, draw on the Droplet. Why couldn't it have just been the other way around, so that way they could draw Phantasme off Pranks. Then draw Chaos Space. Imagine like a Lancia here. Like, the Lancia would just be so good against everything that they're drawing. Gonna banish Lights and Darks for Levy. And then Levy effect. Chain the Fusion Spell, chain Bow Wow. It's gonna tribute, add back Water, and then add back Wind. And get rid of those for a Weather Washer. Resolve Levy. They just messed up there. Yeah, they tried popping Weather Washer and Field Spell, but if we go and read Bow Wow real quick, this card says you contribute it, add back 2 Prank Kids cards with different names from your graveyard except for links, add them to your hand. Also, Prank Kids monsters you control cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects this turn. And then you're going to get Water, bring out Fire, and then you see right here, bringing up that they used the Bow Wow effect, so it can't be destroyed. So, mistake on the dragon part. And then Dragon Maid, bring out Chamber. Then banish for Red MD effect, bring out Brotar. Then Brotar effect, that's going to get rid of Chaos Space, search Rocket Synchron. Chaos Space, put back Striker Dragon, draw on the Chaos Space. Link off for Striker Dragon. Then Striker Dragon to add back Recharger. Can't drop Phantasme because they used this, so they're locked in the Prank Kids. Then Recharger effect. That's going to bring out Tracer. Then Link off for a Needle. Needle effect, doing what it does, bringing out a Tuner from deck. Then turn all those into an Appaloosa. Normal summon Rocket Synchron. Bring out Savage. Go into LP. LP effect, bring out Seyfried, and then Seyfried effect, that's going to go search for Black Dragon, banish Seyfried for Black Dragon, then go for Pisty, then you're going to get Black to add White, Pisty effect, bring out Seyfried. Then they're thinking here, you're going to go Appaloosa, attack the Weather Washer. And then going to use Weather Washer to tribute, getting rid of Meow Meow instead. And that's going to bring back the Bow Wow and the Doodle. And then that dies. Pisty, attack over fire. And then end phase, Savage dies from Rocket Synchron. This is a really, really weird end board. I wonder what the extra deck is on this side. But draw on the Droll. Goes for an access code. Affect a gang attack. And then affect a pop. It's going to pop Appaloosa and Seyford. And then pop Pisty. Wait. They just banished 2 Doodle. Yeah, they just realized that. You have to banish with different attributes for this. Also, people don't realize you can access code banish itself off a field, which you may be like, oh, DB Grinder, when does that come up? Shaddoll Fusion. Card is insane. Here's a way to simply play around it. Gonna go Droplet, negating, and then battle phase, attack over both. And then that should probably be game, yeah. You probably wouldn't do it unless the math made sense. So that's going to be game. So the second match was a 2-0. Altogether, this matches were 57 minutes long. That's not bad. Prank Kids did win twice. That's something to note. This deck definitely isn't bad. It's just hand traps with like a very consistent engine. I mean, it kind of sounds like Zoo. But the deck's solid. I think the deck could probably only get better from here. I don't know. The deck's interesting. I don't think it's like amazing or anything. I definitely wouldn't put it in like the top 3 decks. Well, I would put Dragon in the top 3 decks. I feel like a lot of people just like right now, they're just like playing this deck wrong. Like there's just a lot of misplays with this deck, it seems like. But that's going to be it for the video. I'm going to guess that this video is like 22 minutes, 21 minutes, 36 seconds. And with that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.